We are live. Happy Wednesday. Happy wellness, well being, hump day, all that good stuff. We are here. What's today? July the 6th. Oh my God. So we are already more than halfway through this year. How y'all doing? It is Renee Cage Watson, and I am here on a weekly edition of Powerful and Mindful Living with Coach Renee. Hey, 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 hey. So when you come on into the room, say hey, say hi, share, let somebody know. Hey, Nisi. Um, today, today. Well, first, let me introduce myself. If you do not know who I am Renee Cage Watson. I'm a licensed clinician, I'm a lifestyle strategist, a speaker, trainer, and I am so passionate about really helping women, because I work with women mostly. Women dismantle that superwoman mantra that she carrying, that heavy, heavy cape. Poof, poof, take it off, right? So I help women put themselves first by doing by putting themselves first. What they're able to do is to hone in into their purpose and their passion and create meaningful success in their lives. But you can't do that with an empty cup. We be pouring from our cup and it's not full, right? So today, that's what I want to talk about. Today, I'm talking about radical self care. See me looking up and down because I am um, broadcasting. Get my words together. Broadcasting both from Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. So see me looking up, down, look up, down, multitasking. So self care. Let's talk about it. I know it's like a buzzword. It's this new thing. Oh, self care. But what does it really mean to you? When you think about self care, what comes to mind? I know before it got really, people are talking more about it, especially since the pandemic has happened. There is a more of an awareness about taking care of ourselves. And so it's now popular, which I am so grateful for. But oftentimes we think about self care in ways that are still not really what self care is. Yes, meditation is a form of self care. So a lot of times people think like, oh, I go to the spa, right? Self care. I'm going on a trip, to get away, self care. And those are forms of self care. And sometimes people think, well, I don't have enough money, or that's for a certain class of people, or it's so indulgent. No, self-care is not indulgent. No, it doesn't even cost you money. Anybody can do it. You could do self-care every day. And actually, you must. This is like a must. A must. It's a requirement. It's a requirement for you to practice self-care, loving on yourself, caring for yourself radically, right? Because guess what? If you don't do it, who's going to do it? If you don't do it, who's going to do it? And that's what self care is about. That's the premise of the word. Self care. You are responsible. You're responsible for tending to your needs. We cannot project that onto someone else. That's too much of a responsibility for someone else to tend to your needs. You must tend to those needs, right? Oftentimes we think of, again, like it's indulgent, right? It's selfish. And sometimes people may tell you that, well, you're being selfish. Mm, okay. Well, people are entitled, right, to their thoughts, to their opinions, to their feelings. And sometimes when you have been practicing or have been showing up in a way where you have put others' needs and wants and stuff before yours, and then you start to try to do some changing, people might not like that. Well, what are you doing? Oh, you're being selfish. Oh, well, guess what? That is a fallacy. You're not being selfish. It is a requirement. It is necessary. I constantly say, you have to put the oxygen mask on first. What does that mean? You got to take care of yourself first. They say that for a reason. When you're on a plane, the plane go down, boo, and you got a baby, you got whomever somebody there you're caring for. If you don't oxygen mask. What? How are you going to be able to do anything? You're going to fall out. It's the same premise. We are pouring from our cups and there's nothing there. We're to pour from our overflow. What's on that saucer? What thing fell out on that saucer? You can have a little bit of that. I gotta keep my cup full. And oftentimes we may respond to our needs out of our fight flight responses. This is about unlearning, unlearning of ways that we may have responded in ways that really have not taken care of ourselves. So I want to share with you some tips, just some really 5 tips that you can practice this self-care thing. This radical self-care is every day. It is about you taking out the time. I tell my clients, we got 1,440 minutes in a day, right? That's a lot of minutes. Surely, surely you can, are entitled to spend some of those minutes on you, pouring into yourself, getting quiet, getting clarity on what's important, what's your purpose, what's your life assignment. And if we are so overloaded with other people's shit and stuff we put on our plates unnecessary, then it does not give you the space and the opportunity and the fertile environment to create and to elevate and to innovate and to transform. Because we get stuck and stagnant with too much shit we put on our plate. So for one, you have to change your mindset about taking care of yourself. That is, oh, it's something that I'll do when I finish do. No, it's not something you do when you finish. It's something you do first, which gives you then the energy, the vibration, the all of that to then go out and do those things. But you have to plug yourself up. Like your chargers need plug, your car needs gas, your computer needs electricity. You too. And that is what self care is. It is your source. It's your source for your healing, for your growth, for all of that, right? And so I'm going to give you five quick things. Number one is you have to have the courage to say, yes, I am worthy. I'm worthy of rest. I'm worthy of self care. And self care is different for everybody. It looks different. You got to figure out what works for you in your life, right? Self care is different. That's your responsibility. That's your responsibility to explore, to define that. You don't let somebody tell you what self care is for you. What feels good? Get quiet, get curious, right? Get curious about it. Lean into the feelings that you feel when you're doing something in self care. Sit there and just marinate in that. And that is the feeling that we are going to be trying to duplicate. Access that. For one, mindfulness, right? Number one, this is about right in the moment, right in the moment. Oftentimes, self care, we're so, I got to do this, I got to do that. What's on my list? I got to do this. Or, oh, I forgot to do all of this. Is like we're tripping off what happened back there. We're laser focused on what's going on up there. And self care is like right now in this moment. Get settled. Like what's going on in your body? You tensed up, you clenched up, put the jaws out. Where, where's the tension, the stress holding in your body? Release it. Give yourself permission to release it. Give yourself permission to release what's holding you, what's been worrying you. Mindfulness, breathing. If you are breathing, it's going to be okay. Because as long as you are continuously to breathe, right? There is an opportunity to change something, shift something, grow something, heal something, but most importantly, right in the moment is is recognizing that and having gratitude for that right now in that moment, wherever you're at. Gratitude, we can always find gratitude, right? So mindfulness, like what does that mean? Mindfulness means like you're just focused right now. Because really, all you have is the right now. We don't know what's right there in the front. And we can't undo what happened back there. All we have is right now. So lean into that. That is taking care of yourself. The next one is movement. Self care for me, I gotta move. I gotta move my body because I feel good when I move, right? It is, you have to find what type of movement feels good for you. I have wavered in different types of movements. I have did weight training. I've did CrossFit. I've done do yoga. I do rowing, biking, hiking. You figure that out. But I guarantee you, when you move, when we are in movement, that's some natural endorphins. We get those feel good energies coming through us. Oftentimes you'll be like, oh, I don't feel like going to the gym, right? You'll be like, what is that telling you, right? Why you don't feel like going to? Because then, or I don't feel like exercising, or I don't feel like, right? Because guess what? I know it. I can guarantee. Drop in a comment, let me know. Has this happened to you? You don't feel like doing it, but when you did it, oh, you felt so good. Let me know. Am I the only one that's had that feeling, that have that experience after they've worked out or did some movement, got a good sweat or a good stretch or something? Let me know. Does that feel good to you? It does. It really does. So self-care can be part of that. That is part of taking care of yourself. Moving. We are not to be, we have these jobs where we sit all day, or we're just doing this repetitive type of work. We have to move. Hey, you got to move it. You rust up if you stay stuck like the Tin Man from the Wiz, right? Got to move. The next is having, like I said earlier, having an attitude of gratitude. Gratitude, 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 gratitude. When we're practicing, that's a mindset. That is such a mindset. Being thankful, thankful for your life, thankful for your family, thankful for the challenges, right? Because challenges, they teach us things, right? Thankful for the journey, thankful for the ups, the downs, and all of the rounds. It all has purpose. It all has purpose for us. Yes. And it helps with our mood. It helps with your mood. That's taking care of yourself, tending to your mood, to your energies, pouring into yourself and acknowledging, like from inward to outward, acknowledging all of the many great things that you have. We have everything that we need inside of us right now. We just have to sometimes slow down and access it. The next is having, oh, I love this one. So, I am the queen. I used to be the queen of the checklist, to-do list, right? I love a to-do list. Oh, I did this because it gives you a sense of accomplishment. But guess what? Also, what is important is having a do not list, a no list, a no fly zone list. What am I not doing? I'm not. That's what I ain't gonna do, right? What are you not going? What are you prepared to say no to? Look and see what have been some things that have been going on in your life that are no longer serving you. Do you have the courage to say, no, not anymore? I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. Unapologetically, guiltless. Say no, no. Hey, hey, Ebony, unapologetically. Okay. Give up the need to be all and do all for everybody. That shit kills you. Let it go. Say no. Put on your list some shit you're not going to do. Delete it. Delegate it. That is self care. Because guess what? People will pile shit onto you as long as you like, let them, okay, 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 I'll take this. Oh, you want to put, oh, I'll grab that. Oh, more. No. Drop that shit. Drop the balls. You can't hold it all. So a a no list. Instead of a to-do list, a to no list. Get rid of the shit. You don't need to do it all. You don't have to do it all. And guess what? People figure shit out when you let them. They do. They really do. They really trust. Just do a little experiment. You'll see. You'll see. Another is then one that I like to use, and I'm always using affirmation. Words. Words have power. Words have power. So that's part of your self care. How are you talking to yourself? What are you saying to yourself? Sometimes I like to use a focus word. I know I got a day that I got a lot of things I need to do, and I have ADD, so I'm like, boop, over here. So I got to rein it bone back in sometimes, right? And I use the word focus. I just, when I'm like, focus, use a word, use something. Give yourself a mantra. I love another app that I use. It's called I Am, and I love it. Just peppers me all day long with I am affirmations, messages. Language is language is everything because the messages that you say to yourself, you believe that shit. So you got to retrain yourself. That's self care. How you talk to yourself, that is self care. Pay attention to the things you're saying to yourself. We are our worst critic oftentimes. Or we'll remember something, one negative thing, and we'll hold on to that. We may have heard five positive things, but that one negative, we like hold on to that. No, release that. Release it. Or some holding on to something that happened to us when we was a kid. Heal that inner child. Heal her. Tend to her. Do some work around that. And know right now, in the here and now, you have everything you need. But it starts with radical self care. Oxygen mask on first. Oxygen mask on first. You are worthy of taking care of yourself. Self care is your right. If you don't do it, it ain't gonna happen. It's just not. It's not gonna happen. So be unapologetic about it. Be unapologetic about taking care of yourself because you have to. This is a requirement because we are dying from stress, from stress related things, high blood pressure, strokes, heart attacks. I'm in that age range where I'm paying attention to this, 50 years old, and it's like, So, and and it's so important for me to share, empower, uplift others to know that it is okay to take off the cape. I am a high achieving, check off the checkbox list chick. But I have found that having so much and doing so much was not good. It's not good for my mental health. It's not good for my physical health. And I release some stuff. Release stuff, release people. It's okay. When things are not in alignment with you, you feel that shit. You know it. Sometimes we be in denial about it and listen to that. It's time to listen to your inner core, your inner self, and take care of yourself radically. It is for self preservation. Audre Lorde said, self care is not selfish, it is self preservation. And that's so true. So drop in the comments, let me know, what do you do to practice self care? What's a way that you demonstrate care for yourself? Let me know. I'd love to hear about it. Okay. In 2 weeks, I want to let you know, in 2 weeks, I am going to be doing a free training on, for one, helping you get that self care mantra going. This is really about also managing your life, managing your time. Because when we mismanage our time, that's mismanaging our life, and that causes extra stress. So, this training is going to be about how to reduce the stress levels in your life, how to get clarity on what's important for you, so then you can get into action. But you're not going to be able to get into action if you're not taking care of yourself. If you're not taking care of yourself, you're not giving yourself the space and the opportunity to get clarity on what really is important to you. So it starts with radical self care. So in 2 weeks, I will see you in 2 weeks. You can register. I'll drop the link in 2 weeks, a free training, July 20th, same time. Hope to see you there. Tell a friend. I know who, if you are an executive, businesswoman, an entrepreneur, you know, in management, or just really just a high performing, person, and you are feeling burned out. You're starting to, your tank is going. I got something for you. We will spend some time together and I will give you some tangible strategies to turn that thing around. All right. So, again, self care is your right. Don't let nobody tell you that you're being selfish. Tell them you need to get you some self care in your life. Tell them they need some self care in their life. Right. Because who's going to check you, boo? It's time for you to take care of yourself. All right. Oxygen mask on. Bye. I'll see you in no, I'll see you next week. But the training, I'll see you in 2 weeks for this training. Love you. Love you, Nisi. Bye. Deuces.